Plug.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna just basically tell y'all how to get better movement and better combat in general. So I'm gonna basically tell y'all what to do in a fight, or just how to get better movement. So we'll just talk about the combat first, and we'll do the movement after. So first up, let's talk about Z steps. Everybody should know how to Z step. You don't know how to Z step, you just lost, gang. You just lost. So basically, what y'all gonna do, right? So it's different variants for a Z step. So for right now, I can show y'all this right here. So air launch into a move, like into a heavy kick, but you gotta spam Q after that. After you use a move, spam Q. Always do that shit. Which is that box. You know that box that show in your cursor? That's basically it basically gives you a indicator that you could Z step or you could dash up, which is regular dash up. But basically, I would do flame surge into an impale in the Q. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta basically spam the Q. That's what I be doing. I really don't time nothing. I just really spam Q. After I use a move, spam Q. But once you gotta use a knockback move first. Always know that. Use a knockback move first, and then use the move, then spam Q. Basically how I do it. But I think everybody knows how to do a Z step. It ain't that hard. You know, so it's some moves in the game that you can't Z step with. So it's basically one mind. You can't Z step into that. You could follow up, I think, but I don't think you can Z step. I don't know. But basically moves that say Z step incompatible right there, you can't Z step into, gang. You can't. But damn near everything in the game you can Z step into, bro. But make sure you find the things that you can't. It's gonna say Z step incompatible. So that's basically what that is. What's for combat in general. Oh, let's talk about parrying. So it's two types of parrying in the game. I can't show y'all at all. Like I said before, I can't show y'all like the exact parries, but I'm gonna try to get some clips for y'all if I can. Like just show y'all the parries in general. But y'all know the regular parry, right? This parry is gonna be like a little orange little thing. That's a regular parry. You know what I'm saying? Regular the parry. But a perfect parry is a green one, and that actually builds up a posture to the enemy, and it reduces your posture too. So if you get a green parry, just know that they posture going up and your posture going down at the same time. So that's just a win for both. But if you just regular parry, it's not really doing much for you at all. Your shit not going down and his stuff not going down either. So it's basically not doing nothing, okay? So the thing is, try to go for perfect parry. It don't matter what it is. If it's a zero, if you don't know how to parry a zero, just wait for the last second. Wait for like the sound goes away, then parry, and then it should be like a perfect little parry. So if you want to rock cards, that's what it do. But just make sure you just parry shit. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you just parry or get a green parry. That's how you know. That's how you get garbage and shit like that. Basically, you just feinting moves and shit like that. So basically, like you could feint your M1. You know what I'm saying? You can feint anything in the game, bro. Or you can't feint. I forgot. You gotta upgrade your like skills to like feint shit. You can feint like what's vault slash? She had said, look, you cannot feint the slash as level 6. Like it's some moves that you can feint with, but most of the people in the game that's good, they got vault slash and they be feinting that. But sometimes I always know they finna feint it for some reason. I just know it, and I just automatically just dash behind them. I don't do scratch rate, but I just do like a little move. But that's really it though. But for movement, let's talk about movement now, cause I ain't gonna lie, I really just forgot about most of the shit for combat. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about movement though, cause that's really the biggest thing. Like you could be good at combat and like, but if your movement not cool, my nigga, you just gonna get cooked, my nigga. So for movement, we all know you got dashes. You know what I'm saying? Dashes. You got regular dodge. The dodges, it's like a 2-second cooldown, I think. 1, 2, then 3 seconds. So basically, we're gonna talk about basically just the dashing in general. Look, just because that's what I was struggling on back then. Just because you could dash, my nigga, it's gonna be a cooldown each time you dash, my nigga. So like, don't just spam like don't just spam like dodge. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you make use of your dashes. Make use of your, you know what I'm saying? Like, mix it up. If you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just regular dash each time. Like that shit. Oh, they gonna just go counter your shit every time. I don't feel like they just go to know what you can do. Like mix things up. Don't just sit there, gang. You know what I'm saying? That's basically really it. What I mean by like dodging shit. Just make use of your inventory. Make use of your build. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much. Your build might be good as fuck, but you're just not making use of it. You know what I'm saying? Your build might be the best in the game, but you're just not making use of that build for garbage, right? Posture is everything in this game, bro. Low key. If you get guard breaking, just know that you're hold. especially if somebody got like heavily restriction on, they got like crazy M1 damage. If you get guard broken, I think they do 2 times more damage to you. I think if you get guard broken, they do 2 times more damage. Or cause I be feeling like when I get guard broken, they just do way more damage in general. So I think if you get guard broken, they go do hella damage to you, and then really just you're to hold, man. Really, cause like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think posture is everything. So like I said, perfect guard breaks. I mean, perfect parries. Please learn them hoes. For them, it's gonna be useful as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Them perfect parries gonna be useful as hell. Not the regular parries. I'm talking about the perfect one, the green ones. They gonna be useful. So I say just do that. Once you guard break somebody, bro, just know you're good, gang. But once you're guard breaking, bro, they could do anything to you, gang. So I say for guard breaks, use like crazy posture damage moves, like you know what I'm saying. Use moves that you know gonna be doing hella posture damage, even if they block it or parry that. They most of the time use moves that niggas not gonna parry for real. Oh yeah, crumpled enemies, right? Let's talk about that. Crumpled enemies. So let's say if you like knock a nigga down, or like what? I say raging girls, right? Knock them down to the ground, right? If you have a move that could just hit crumpled enemies, like say for instance, flame surge. Every time I knock somebody down, use that into a Z-step, or you know what I'm saying, or just a follow over attack and whatever like that. I always use that whenever I knock somebody down. And I always knock somebody down every time. I always do that. I forgot what moves. I forgot how I be doing that though, but I be using some type of move. I don't know. Oh, a skyscraper. I be using skyscraper or raging grasp. That's really the main. Oh, impale too. I have 3 moves that can knock somebody down. Right. One of them bitches gonna land for sure. Ain't no way none of these moves gonna land. And then this always gonna land. Impale just like if you once the skill land, my nigga, it's an instant. You know what I'm saying? You already know what I'm talking about. That's basically instant. Level 6 skyscraper, like nigga, like that's instant, gang. So that's basically what I'm saying. So if you knock somebody down, you got a move that can crumple enemies. Just use that move, man. You get me? Like just use that's just for crumpling enemies though. Dashing behind and shit like that. So basically, like what I mean, but like you could dash behind into a aerial launch, or you could like do that into a feint. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really mix it up. But what I like to do, right? So for dodges, I usually do like I M1, do that, or I could just use a move right there. But sometimes I really just use a move. I ain't gonna lie. When I M1, dash behind, use like I could probably use like a heavy kick, impale into a Q. You know what I'm saying? Whatever like that. Usually I could do like that. But sometimes niggas go just know they just automatically turn that shit. But for some reason in this game, bro, everybody got like 360 block, nigga, every time. I could be here. Look, say I'm right here, and I hit the nigga right here or some shit. This nigga could pair right here and it's gonna block. It's gonna pair this shit. Like what? I'm down there behind this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. That's most of the reason I don't like this game for like that, because of that stupid ass shit. I'm trying to think of more stuff to say. So Mary Rushdown, it's a good move in general, but like you could counter shit too in the game too. So say you use a Mary Rushdown, right? Boom, use a Mary Rushdown. Nigga, if you use a Mary Rushdown just openly again, you're getting countered. They can counter that shit. But I'm gonna get to countering in a little bit again. So Mary Rushdown, they can counter that hoe. Mary Rushdown, you wanna use that bitch like you can use it when you far away, just a closer distance. But just know they can counter her. If they're a good player, they'll know how to counter. But if you're not, you just sleep. But man rushdown is a good move, just a close gap. So if you don't know how to use a move, just use, I think it's like hold shift and Q at the same time. Or just hold shift and Q, and then it should show like a marker and just hold that bitch until automatically just do it. But you gotta let go when you see the thing on the cursor. That's really how you do Mary Rushdown. Counters is just crazy, man. It's a unique counters game. So in the skill tree, right? Go to Misk. If you're a Hawker, get overhead counter, right? If you're just strength, get advanced counter. I think that's the only way you can get the thing. I want to get this up too actually, but I don't got no things for it. But that's so if you, like I said, how can I get that? If you strength, That's the only way to get this whole game. And most of the moves, I advise you to get this whole game. This shit is useful as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Cause once you can parry certain moves, right? But some moves you don't even know that you could parry automatically. Yeah, so it's a good move in general games. I advise you to get this up. I be parrying shit, but I don't be knowing I be countering shit. You know what I'm saying? So just get this up. But once you get that whole game, you could be good. And what I mean by countering, right? So like I said, man rush on. If you man rush on somebody or somebody man rush on you, once you see like the cursor, the cursor on somebody from man rush on you, or they coming, counter, and then to hold their hand and then dash them back away or some shit. So I advise you to use that into your kit game. Like I be baiting people with that. Like whenever I start a fight, just know I'm just wait till y'all man rush on, counter the hoe just to get that little posture damage. You know what I'm saying? And I advise you to use Cyclone too for more posture damage too. That's a good move. Most of the people don't parry that hard. They just really block that bitch or just dash away. But if you in their phase, they just go just block that bitch or try to parry it, but they not. But yeah, what else you can counter? You can counter basically like almost any move in the game, except for moves like this with that logo right there. Yeah, if y'all see that logo, nigga just run from that whole game. Yeah. So look, so say if somebody, so you know how some people in this game like they dash behind, like say if you dash, they go dash at the same time as you and dash behind you, right? You know what I'm saying? I know you hate that shit, right? So look, instead of just you dashing, wait for them to dash, man. But most of the time you go dash, you can't beat that. You can't just, this is instant, gang. You can't do nothing about that. You just gotta dash, my nigga. So just dash. But if they dash behind you, do that. If you mean to do that, and then your regular dodge should be back up. So just make sure you see your stamp out. Don't just use all your shit like, you know what I'm saying? Don't just use all your shit. Just save your shit. My bad for cussing too much. It's just my vocabulary, I ain't gonna lie. But this dodge, if you dash behind you, do that. But if you know you can dash behind you, gang, a good way. This is what I be doing sometimes too. It really just be luck. Sometimes I just be pressing shit. But if I dash, nigga dash behind me, skyscraper. He either go parry that or he go block that shit. But most of the time, these niggas go try to parry but end up blocking it. So if you do that, by the time I use the skyscraper money, that's giving me enough time for dash to land. If he blocks it, he either go dash away, right, or just dodge. But if he ends up trying to M1, that's one move that always lands from me. Always lands, man. Nobody can parry that bitch. Nobody can do nothing about that. Every time. You gotta realize, man, we all human, man. We all human. The dash behind shit, again, niggas not gonna react that fast, and their reaction time is not that fast, again. So if you mix up shit, dash behind, they're not gonna catch on to that. But if they do dash behind you, shit, use your dash. You don't just get your dodge, you got your dashes too, man. Make use of that. A few things, but fuck it, do what it is. If I miss something, just comment down below and I'll just tell you in the comments, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Or just pull out another video about that little section of what y'all said. But I think I ain't gonna lie. That's all I came to do to tell y'all. So look, let me drop all this, y'all just finish go fight. Alright, we just go fight. Basically just making use of your see, look, I forgot the counter. See, I ain't the best at combat though, but it just tips. Mind you, gang, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't play this game in so long, gang. But look, when you crumple somebody like that, it's an easy move to do. Yeah. See, look, he don't know the tech. Oh, I sold right there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot to counter. See somebody that's behind you? It's really a free move right there. Look, he's cooked. He tried. That was a bad demonstration though. I ain't played the game in so long, but that's just really tips I found that I could do. You feel me? That was just a bad demonstration though, I ain't gonna lie, but it wasn't all that bad though, but basically, so whenever you see that red marker, just counter. But really, I be so focused in and locked in that I be forgetting to like even do that. You know what I'm saying? But just really, you gotta be patient though. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But I need to start actually locking in sometimes. But that's really it though. If you enjoyed the video, shit, nigga, just yeah.